welcome to a new video. For today we are going, well, multiple days actually. We are going to be doing a few days in my life living alone now that I have just moved into my first ever apartment. This is right next door to where I go to college. And yeah, it is the middle of July and school doesn't start until the very end of August, but I'm going to be here for those days. So, this isn't going to be a moving in vlog because my dad helped me and but my dad did just leave. Now it's just me and my baby. So this is little Wendell. I adopted him just over 2 weeks ago. Crazy that it's only been that short amount of time, but he's a little kitten. I think at this point he's probably 12 weeks old. Like I said, his name is Wendell, which has been inspired, of course, from Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies, but for some reason I prefer Wendell with an A at the end, not an E, so Wendall instead of ELL. I don't know, but this is Wendell. I like to call him Wendell because then I get to call him Wendy. Sometimes I call him Bugs, not really related to his name, but I don't know, I got a weird thing with nicknames, but he's adorable, a little bit of a menace, but except for these next few days, I don't have a whole lot of things planned. I kind of need to do a little bit of extra tidying up. I left organizing my bookshelf for when my dad left, so I would have something to do when I was alone. I have a Lego kit, I have some crochet stuff I need to do, I need to read. On that note, I'm finishing up The Darkest Minds by Alexandra Bracken. This is a reread, so it's taken me a while to get through it because I started reading it after I got this little nugget, and he makes reading very difficult. So I have to do that. I also need to read Silver in the Bone, which is Alexandra Bracken's book that came out like last year, because next Tuesday, I believe, July 30th, Silver in the Bone is coming out, which is the second book in that duology. And Alexandra Bracken is coming to Orlando, so I can finally meet her and get her to sign my books. So I'm super psyched about that. I'm not in Orlando, but I'm close enough that I will drive just under 2 hours to get there, which seems like a lot, but for someone who's been waiting to go to an Alexandra Bracken book event, totally worth it. So that's actually on release day, which is really nice. And I think the bookstore is, like, when we bought tickets, it also bought a book, so I'm not worried about getting a Silver in the Bone copy book yet, because I'll just bring that. Don't want to be that person and bring every single book of hers that I want her to sign, so I'm just bringing Silver in the Bone because I did not get a signed copy of that, and my Darkest Minds copy, just the first book, because I also don't have that signed. But I'm not bringing Lore because I actually have 2 editions of that and both of them are signed, and I don't want to bring my whole TDM series just because I feel like that's a lot. I also don't think my bag will carry all of those books, so just bringing The Darkest Minds and Silver in the Bone. I believe I'm going to include that book signing in this video as well, though it'll be kind of, he's gonna play with my hair now. It'll be kind of a jump because my mom is actually coming down. So my dad moved me in for the first few days, and then I'm alone for a few days, and then my mom's coming down. There's not really a lot that I have to do with my mom. I just, like, obviously she wants to come see the apartment. And okay, sorry about that. My card got full, so in that time I had to go through and move some stuff over, and Wendell has settled down and he's just adorable. Anyways, as I was saying, my dad moved me in, and then I have a few days, and then my mom's coming. Not that there's anything that I have to do with my mom, pretty much everything is all set up, it's just like a few things I have to put away. But my mom wanted to come down and see the apartment. Also, my parents never passed up an excuse to come down to Florida, so. And then after she leaves, I think she's leaving before the book signing, and then I'm going to the book signing in Orlando by myself, which is scary, but I'm working on like being okay with doing things alone. Like tonight, I was actually supposed to go to a Shark Week boat tour event with one of the scientists on Shark Week who actually works at my university, but that was canceled, so that's not happening. And my dad was actually originally I bought the ticket just for me because he was supposed to leave today, and then he's like, yeah, I can stay until Monday, and he was gonna come do the boat tour, but that got canceled, so he's still going, so he ended up going home today, which is Sunday. But so that was just me and Wendell. Right now I'm going to be working on a crochet tapestry. It's got a little messed up in the move, but here's the start of it. Gotta get just a few, I'm not too worried about getting it done in a manageable time, because these really don't take that long, and I already have one made, and I just need to get the listings up on my Etsy. That being said, I haven't talked about it a whole lot here, but I do have an Etsy store that I've opened up for some of my crochet stuff. There's not a whole ton up there yet, but I am working on it. It's linked in the description if you're interested. This piece that I'll be working on throughout the video is going to be on there, in addition to a couple of other small things. I'm hoping to get a few more tapestries up there in the future and some other things. But yeah. So I guess I'm just gonna get started on this tapestry. I have my iPad back here with my pattern on it that I designed. So I'll set that up over here. I bought a case for it that's actually for the Air version of my iPad. So my iPad doesn't quite fit in it, so it's hard to get my finger thingies to work. But yeah, so for those of you, I don't know if anyone's interested in crochet tapestry stuff, but I for sure will make some just plain crochet videos if anyone is, because crochet tapestry is something I just recently found. I made a huge orca tapestry. I did the color work, or like did the color grid myself, and it was my first time ever doing a tapestry, so it was honestly so much fun, and it kind of feels like my niche. I'm working on this new pattern. I'll show you. It's kind of not great right now for this huge one that I want to do. That's going to be a coral reef scene. So what I did for it actually was I took a coral image and I moved it into pixel form, but it doesn't, like, unless you do like 1,000 by 1,000 pixels, it doesn't translate well. So I took that sort of as my base, and then I am redrawing the corals on top of it how I want them to look. So very, very excited about that. So that is going to be a huge thing I undertake, and if I can get enough like interest in it, I am for sure going to try and sell them, and they're going to have to be pretty pricey just because there's so much detail that's going to go into them. I'm hoping to be able to donate some of the proceeds to coral reef research and coral reef restoration and stuff, because if you've been following a few of my videos that have come on, I've talked about how I'm a marine science major, so a lot of this marine stuff is really important to me. So, but enough of my rambling. Sorry, I was just very excited. I'm going to get to crocheting and watching some YouTube because I need to put something on, or maybe I'll start, I'm starting a rewatch of all the Marvel Universe stuff, and I'm onto the Hulk now, which I've never actually watched because it wasn't on Disney Plus when I did my first ever sort of Marvel intro, like when I first started getting into Marvel. So that's one that I have to actually like pay attention to. But anyways, I digress. Going to get to work on this and detangling my terrible amounts of yarn. So I will see y'all when I'm done with this for now. Guys, so it's been a while. I've just kind of been, after crocheting, I just started watching Love Island because I wanted to see if I liked it, and you know, I didn't hate it. At first I was like, this is stupid, it's just drama, and then I got into the drama, and then it was good. But it's now just about 10 o'clock, which means bedtime for little Wendell, so it's officially my first night alone in the apartment, which is crazy. I just got ready for bed, brushed my teeth, skincare and all that. Now I'm in my room with this beautiful orange lighting. On my bed. So I'm gonna go lay down, watch some YouTube. Wendell was eating something he just found on the floor, so that's great. But yeah, just gonna get ready for bed. Hopefully I don't get murdered in the night. My front door is locked, my bedroom door is locked. Thinking about storing a knife under my pillow. You know, might die tonight. We'll let you know in the morning. But yeah, I'm gonna go get cozy, start watching some YouTube, and hopefully sleep through the night. Which I know I won't do because I don't do on a regular night, and I'm anxious tonight, so. But that's what weighted dinosaurs are for, and weighted bears, because I've got both. And Wendell. Wendell will protect me, right? He's totally protect an attack kitten, not a little 12-month-year-old that can't, or 12-week-year-old that most dangerous thing he can do is leave a couple pinpricks in your skin. But I'll talk to you guys in the morning. See ya around. It is. That's my mystery toilet. It flushes randomly. Okay. Hi. So it is the next day. It's Monday. I was planning to get up and go for a run today, but when I woke up at 7:30, keep in mind that's pretty early, 7:30, it was already 85-degree feel-like temperature. When the regular temperature was like 79, humidity made it feel 6 degrees hotter. Now, if you know anything about me and humidity, we're not friends. So now I know, gotta wake up at like 6:30 to go for runs, which is pretty much when the sun rises. So, but now I'm up. I am eating cottage cheese. Hopefully it's okay because I found a weird colored thing in it earlier. Oh, if you can hear the jingling, that's Wendell with his toys. But I need to set up a to-do list to actually get stuff done. I feel like yesterday was a lot of alright, I'm on my own. I'm just gonna chill. Because all I did was crochet and watch Love Island. Which I was just spoiled for this morning on TikTok, so that's great. But this to-do list isn't gonna be like a today to-do list. It's just gonna be like kind of what I need to get done in the near future. So first things first is I need to, like I said, my dad stayed here when he was moving me in, so I have like a bunch of pillows and blankets that he used to sleep on my couch that I need to put away. So put away bedding. I need to clean off my kitchen counter. I've just got some miscellaneous stuff still hanging around. As I mentioned earlier, I have to do my bookshelf, which I'm very, very excited for. Put up 2 new Etsy listings. I'm supposed to have packages come today. I ordered some lamps for my living area because there's only overhead lights in the kitchen, which are on right now, and they make a lot of light. So originally I'd ordered 2 lamps because I wasn't sure how many I was going to need, but I think I'm just going to need 1, so I'm probably going to have to return one of those. But what else do I need to do? I would like to, I need to finish The Darkest Minds and finish Silver in the Bone. And then on that note, I've made this tapestry that has the Darkest Minds symbols on it. I did a little bit of editing to the tapestry because like this isn't great. But I made this tapestry for myself, and then I was like, maybe I should make one for Alexandra Bracken when I go to her bookstop tour thing. So I want to make one of those for her. And that is a very long list. But I think that's all I need to do, or at least as of right now, that's all that's on my brain. I can add more to it later if I would like. One more thing I actually have to do is if maintenance doesn't come based on what I sent, you have to fill out a form when you move in about stuff that's wrong with the apartment. And supposedly they'll tell maintenance what they need to come fix, but like I said, there's a new management company, so I don't think they're totally on top of everything because I've got a lot going on. So I might need to contact management or maintenance. But that is my to-do list. I don't know how much of them I'm actually like, how long, it might take me a while to get through this list, because it is long. Yes, I wrote it in orange pen. Let's talk about it. I'm going to finish my breakfast and I don't know, do some other stuff. I'll see y'all when I see y'all. Hi. So after working literally all day on this is how far I've gotten. There's no way I'm gonna have enough white yarn to finish. And I'm trying to not buy more yarn, which means I need to switch yarn because I don't have any more white cotton. So I need to start over completely and use my acrylic yarn. This sucks, but and I'm so mad because she's looking so good. But there's no way I'm gonna have enough yarn. But I guess I'll save this for future if I ever get more yarn. But now I've gotta start over and regret my life choices. I'm probably not gonna start over tonight. It's like 5 o'clock. But yeah. Alright, hello guys. It is officially time for me to start working on my bookshelf because it's rainy, so there's kind of a cozy vibe, and yeah, it's just time. So I have no clue. I think I'm gonna do a fantasy shelf and a contemporary shelf and just leave it at that. Just because right now I'm sitting on the floor. My books only fill the top 2 shelves. And I was like, oh my god, I brought so many books. I filled a whole tote. I counted, it was like 30 books or something, which is so much considering I'm only living here for 7 months. But it still doesn't even fill that much of the bookshelf. But here's the thing, I really wanted this bookshelf in specific because it's the Billy bookshelf from IKEA. And this is like the start of an investment for a long-term library that I want to do. Like, you know, the corner shelf and the, yeah, that's what I want to do. So, I'm sorry if you can hear that scratching. That's my cat. He's in his litter box. But, yes, that is the goal. We're gonna organize my 2 shelves. And I have a ton of knickknacks and stuff right now. I'm gonna get to doing this. I'm not sure how I'm going to film this angle because this is the highest point in my room that I can put my camera where it's at right now and you can't see these shelves. So, I'll have to figure that out. But, yeah, let's get started. Alright, hello. So I have officially organized my top 3 shelves that have all my books on them. And then I have 3 more shelves on the bottom. Then I'll probably just put like crochet stuff and like textbooks and stuff once the semester starts. We're kind of messy right now just because I have stuff thrown there for like, figure out where to put this. But let me give you a little tour. Here she is. I think she's adorable. So my top shelf is my favorite reread books. So we have my TDM books, Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies, because I brought this one back because I'm waiting. This is the Barnes & Noble exclusive edition. That sucked. I'll fix it later. And Emily Wilde's Map of the Other Lands is coming out in September in this edition, so I want to bring this with me so I could read it and then annotate the second book once I get my hands on that book. And then my tarot card deck, just because I had a lot of space here, and this adorable little manatee my brother got me for Christmas. And then the next shelf, ignoring that, is my other fantasy books and this really cute octopus jelly cat. So I brought the Once Upon a Broken Heart series by Stephanie Garber. I read the Caraval trilogy, absolutely loved it, so I can't wait to get started on this one. And then Divine Rivals, Ruthless Vows, the first 2 books in the Fourth Wing series. Silver in the Bone by Alexandra Bracken, need to read this one. Songs of Silver Flame Like Night, which is part of a reading vlog that will be coming up. Powerless, Muse of Nightmares, His Majesty's Dragon, also part of a reading vlog. The last 2 books in the Mortal Instruments series that I need to read. And then my Sarah J. Maas books I still need to finish. So the end of ACOTAR and the 3rd Crescent City book. And then this cute little camera I made. And this is my romance and other section. So we have the Addicted series that I really want to start, and this adorable Celebration crustacean jelly cat that I got myself after I finished my first research in college. And then the 2 books for Joey and Aoife in the Boys of Tillman series, and then 2 Alice Oseman books that I need to read, Solitaire and Loveless, then Love in Other Words, Archer's Voice, and then these 2 books are sciencey books, so of course I put my little dinosaur jelly cat with them. On the Origin of Species by Charles Darwin, and A Very Short History of Life on Earth by Henry Gee. So, morning guys, it is officially the next day. It is Tuesday morning. Once again, was going to try to run this morning. I set an alarm, woke up at 6:30, and I was like really anxious for some reason. Well, I think it was about running that early in the morning, just because like I live in a city, 6:30 a.m. Not all the unsavvy people have filtered out from where they're stationed on the streets. So I was a little anxious about that because it's not like from where I used to live on campus. I have a straight shot to the Riverwalk, and the Riverwalk is pretty much always pretty safe. But where I am now, it's not quite as much. It's a little bit more running through side streets. So I was like, But I think I'm going to try tomorrow, which is part of the reason why I'm here. I think I have my laptop and my Notion brought up in front of me, and I think I want to set up just like a morning and night routine and just kind of get to the swing of things. So I'm gonna do that. Sometimes I forget how to use Notion. Because in the morning it's like brush my teeth, wash my face, go for a run, come back, shower, do skincare stuff. Hi Wendell. Oh my god, this morning while I was showering, Wendell was very upset at me because he could not see me. He was sitting on my laundry basket and just meowing and meowing and meowing at me. So I peeked my head around the shower curtain, and then he ran and he sat between the shower curtain and the shower lining so he wasn't getting wet and just watched me. It's really funny. Also tells me that I have raised a codependent little kitty, but that's okay. Anyways, so morning routine: brush teeth, wash face, run, shower, face, skincare, which for me is just like vitamin C and lotion. And then night routine would be like, I think, scoop litter box. Need to stay on top of that. Scoop litter box, brush teeth, wash face, skincare, which at night is then I think salicylic acid I use, some drying like acne cream if I need to, and a redness lotion, and that's like it. And then retainer. I need to start remembering to wear my retainer. And I think I kind of want to get into reading at night. Like, I'm so bad at like consuming online digital media, like videos and stuff at night. I think I want to switch to reading, whether that be a physical book or on my Kindle. But yeah, those are kind of the routines that I'm looking for. I just need to spew them on my Notion now. So hopefully I can get into these starting tomorrow. I know tomorrow is when my mom is coming down. She'll probably leave early in the morning. It's about a 7-hour drive from Georgia. folks, it is officially dinner time. And I've decided I'm finally going to be making myself pesto pasta. This is like my favorite dinner of all times because I love pesto pasta. So, whoa. I knock everything over. My mom sent me down here with this mini penne pasta. Look how tiny it is. I'm very excited to use it. Yeah, I know. And then my iconic pesto. So this is actually pesto from Wegmans, which is a grocery store up sort of in the Northeast. It originated in New York, which is where I'm from, so I grew up with Wegmans brand stuff. And since moving down to Florida and Georgia, where there are no Wegmans, I have not been able to find a pesto that is anywhere as good as Wegmans pesto. So literally, back in the end of June when I went up to New York, I literally bought like 6 jars of this pesto. So I'm excited to use it. Just gonna do pesto pasta, and I have some broccoli, so I might steam that. I probably don't have enough time to roast it, which is how I prefer my broccoli, but it takes a really long time, and I simply would like to just eat food because it's 6:30, so I should probably eat. But hi, I just finished my reread. I just finished crying, and I'm gonna cry again talking about it because there are no words that I can say about how much this book means to me, and I'm literally gonna cry. Hold on. Okay, this is why I stopped doing. I was originally doing a reading vlog a rereading vlog for this series, but it was literally just me like spoiling everything because there's like spoilers don't exist in this series for me anymore because I've read it so many times I know what forwards and backwards. Like in one scene there's like a character's life is like on the line, and I know that this person, like, nothing happens, but I'm still like bawling because they mean so much to me, and just it hurts so bad. Genuinely, there has never been a book series other than this one that has ever made me feel this way. Ugh, I feel ridiculous, but it's like and on top of it being like it's just so good. Like it really, this book series like changed the whole projection of my life. I can't even get into it. Because it really was the first book series that I read once I kind of got into high school that I like actually got me back into reading, and that's how I got into book talk, and then got into this one Discord server, and I met like my favorite people ever. So like truly, this book series changed because these people are still my best friends. It's wild, and I'm so sad, and I'm so happy, and I feel constant devastation reading this book. I wanted to reread the whole series, but I literally emotionally do not know if I can do it. Oh, I feel so stupid. Like, this is the only time I have this kind of reaction to a book. Yeah. I don't, it need to go so I can go cry again. Bye. So it is the next day. It's actually kind of late. It's past noon. But I went for a run this morning. Finally did it. I ran like a mile and a half and then walked a bit. But that was good. And then I got back and I showered, and then Wendell decided he was going to sleep on me for a while. So I haven't really done anything. Sorry, I am getting distracted. So Wendell decided to sleep on me, so I didn't do much. And then Wendell spilled his litter box. So that's why if you can hear the washing machine running, that's because I'm washing some blankets and stuff. Oh no, it's scaring him. But I did that. I'm gonna work on my tapestry for Alexandra Bracken before my mom comes. She's like 2 hours away. So yeah, that's the plan. There's Wendell. Getting freaked out by the laundry machine. Ooh, this is still zoomed in. Okay, well anyways, I'm gonna go now. Bye! Long time no see, guys. So, I didn't film anything when my mom was here. So, it's just me now and Wendell. I made sure to angle the camera so you could see him. I think it's sleepy time for him. But, my mom just left. We didn't do a whole lot of stuff while she was here. I took Wendell to the vet, which, was scary. It was a lot of money. And he has to go again in 3 weeks, which again is going to be a lot of money. But you know, I adopted him, therefore I gotta pay his vet bills. So did that. I had a couple of friends come over because they wanted to meet him. Hi, Sleepy. But now it is officially Monday. My mom left like an hour ago, but it's Monday, which means tomorrow I meet Alexandra Bracken, which means I need to get in on reading this book. Because I'm like 60 pages in, and I think it's like 470 pages. So that gives me 2 days to read about 420 pages, which really isn't that bad if I sit down and do it. My goal is to get to page like 300 today, and then tomorrow before I leave, I should be able to read the rest of the 170 pages, since it's not until 6, though it's like an hour and a half drive. And it's rush hour. I don't know how bad rush hour traffic from Orlando to Tampa, or from Tampa to Orlando will be, but we shall see. So yeah, that's really my only plan for today, is get through a huge chunk of this book. So let's get started reading, and I'll update you if anything interesting happens during my read. Hello, so I am just over halfway into Silver in the Bone, and I'm really enjoying this book. I feel like I didn't pick up on a lot of the world building in the beginning, so it's kind of been a bit of a learning curve trying to figure out kind of what's going on. Also, I'm not too familiar with Arthurian lore and mythology and stuff, so that's also something that's like new to me that I am working on learning. But I think it's really good, and I really like Tamsin's character. I think there's a lot to her, because we see this intense like sense of duty that she has towards her brother, which is really interesting, just because I feel like he loves her, but I don't know if he would feel the same if the roles were reversed. Just like, I feel like for her, I think everything that she does is for Cabell, I think Cabell. And there's just such an intense sense of it that like it is all she works towards. And then once we get in Avalon, I think she lacks that sense of duty to anyone else, where she's like, well, yeah, there's a lot of stuff going wrong in Avalon, but I don't owe them anything, so what's the point in staying and helping? So it's just interesting to see that she's just very like blinders on, focusing on her brother, which obviously is like such an important thing and such a great character trait until it's everything else around her kind of fails, like her belief in everything else. So it's been interesting to look at that. I really love her and Emeris's sort of communication and their relationship. I just think it's really funny, but then I think they have these really sweet moments, or attempt to have these really sweet moments, and then one of them absolutely ruins it by, knowing that it's a weird moment between them and needing to fix it to be what they are used to. Sorry if you can hear noises, my cat is getting into stuff, but yeah, so it's been really interesting and I'm really enjoying it. I think there's a lot of good points in here, but yes, it's very good. I'm excited to keep chugging along. I'll probably think tonight I'm going to try to get to part 2, which is on page, or the end of part 2, start of part 3, which is page 372, and I'm currently on 259, so that's still like 100 pages. But it's like 9 o'clock, so maybe I won't get that far. I don't know. I also want to crochet. I got too many things I want to do. But my plans are I just ate dinner. So what I'm going to do now is put on a YouTube video. I'm pretty sure Destiny just posted a new video, so I want to go watch that. So I'll probably crochet for the length of that video, because her videos are normally pretty long, like 30 to 50 minutes depending. So I'll crochet for the length of that, then come back and work on reading. Yeah, but it's been a pretty chill day, so I'm gonna go quickly. I have to do a couple more dishes and then get to work on crocheting and stuff, and then hopefully getting to part 3 of Silver in the Bone. I can't believe that in less than 24 hours I'm going to be seeing Alexandra Bracken. Like, it's positively insane to me. Again, I feel like this seems like an inconsequential thing, like whatever, I'm just going to go see my favorite author, but like, you guys saw my reaction to finishing TDM. Like, there's so much about it that just, ugh. Oh, you know what I do need to do? I need to sew in the ends for the wall hanging that I crocheted for her. Gotta do that. But yes, gotta go, gotta get stuff done. Yeah, see y'all on the flip side. Hello, so I have officially finished Silver in the Bone. I'm so glad I waited to read this until now, because that spoiler at the end, or not spoiler, that cliffhanger at the end, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I still don't totally believe, like, I don't believe Alexandra Bracken would do me that dirty with the way that these sort of mass destruction, I'll put it that way for it to not be spoilers, the way there's something about that I don't believe. But so I know Emerus has to have a good reason for what happened, but if I see him, I'm throwing hands. If I ever see this man, I'm throwing hands. But it was really, really good. I definitely like, oh, that's weird. Sorry, there's like a weird cut on the top of the pages, like there's extra paper. I never noticed that. Anyways, I really liked the third part of the book. It was so good, super fast paced, had a whole lot of stuff going on. The twists were great. I'm still really mad at Emerus. Sorry, I can't get over it right now. I know there's gonna be redemption probably, but I'm still really mad at Emerus. But yeah, definitely, if you have not read this yet, don't read it until you have Mirror of Beasts on hand, because it ends on a cliffhanger, and I need Mirror of Beasts. And even just waiting, it's like 12:30. I need to leave around 3:30 for the book signing. I'm like, ugh, I don't even want to wait that long to get my hands on that book. I want to read it right now. But yeah, so that was this book. It's really good. I'll probably give it like 4.25, 4.5 stars, just because I feel like I had a bit of a hard time with the world building. But again, it was sort of like I wasn't paying that much attention, and I don't know Arthurian legend, so like maybe it was on me, but it's very good. And I'm very, very excited to go meet Alexander Bracken today. I'm so excited, guys. So yeah, about that. It is in Orlando, which is, as I've talked to people, apparently getting on the highway from Tampa to Orlando, it could either be an hour-long drive or a 5-hour-long drive, like genuinely. So I like did the thing on maps where you can like set a time that you want to leave. If I leave at 4, it takes an hour and 54 minutes to get there, which will get me there literally 5 minutes before 6, which is when it starts. So I will be leaving earlier than that. I'll probably leave 3:15. But like last night, I checked at like 7 o'clock. I was like, yeah, it's only an hour and 20 minutes. So that tells you that rush hour is rough. So I'm gonna leave really early, and I'm probably gonna bring my Kindle. So if I get there early, I can just sit in the parking lot and read. I would bring another book, but I'm bringing Silver in the Bone and The Darkest Minds, and I just don't think there's enough room for me to carry a third physical book in my bag, so I'll bring my Kindle for that. But I'm so excited. I haven't decided what I'm going to wear yet. Like, for me, I don't go out to clubs and stuff. This is me going out to clubs, is going out to this book signing, so I want to wear something cute. And yeah, that's that. But since I still have like 3 hours, I'm going to probably chill out, crochet a little. This is what I started last night when I talked about crocheting. It's just the start of bag. Like I said, I was only doing it for as long as Destiny's video was, so I didn't get very far because let me get my thing. The tapestry I crocheted for Alexander Bracken. I weaved in all the ends last night. It's still like, this is the back of crochet tapestry looks like. It's crazy, but I weaved in all the ends, so now it's nice. I hope she likes it. I'm actually not going to tell her I made it for her. I'm just going to say, yeah, I was designing this for my own wall, and I had to go through a couple of different test trials to get the pattern right, and just tell her that, because I feel like, what if she doesn't like it? Then I can't say I made it for her, right? Anyways, yes, I'm very excited. Wendell is very excited for me. So, we're going to go. Right, here's the fit. And I am off, loaded with books, and ready to go meet Alexander Bracken. Not sure how much I'll film, and it'll be on my phone because I'm not taking my camera with me, but yeah. Hello. So it's actually the next day. I didn't really film anything at the book signing. I'll insert like the 2 clips that I filmed, but I was too awkward to do anything while Alexander Bracken was talking because I was sitting next to people who were like very prim and proper and like not taking out their phones at all, and I was like, oh my, I don't know. So I didn't do that, but it was really fun. Actually, let me tell you the whole story of me getting there, because that was the most stressful experience of my life. Also, if you hear background noise, Wendell is like crazy. But so I was driving from Tampa to Orlando. I've heard that can be a tricky drive just in terms of traffic. So I left to get to the stage where the signing was. I was supposed to get there at 5:15. The signing started at 6, so that gave me 45 minutes of wiggle room. I was like, okay, if there's traffic, 45 minutes of wiggle room should be fine, because that was already, the maps already said that there was traffic, so I was like, there can't possibly be added that much more traffic if there's already traffic. So actually I got there at 5:57, 3 minutes before it started, and I was on the phone with my mom, and I was literally crying in the car. Like, I was having an anxiety attack because I was so nervous. Because I mean, you guys have already seen how much Alexander Bracken's books mean to me. It's like, I missed this signing, Like that's it for me. Like I was like bawling in the cars on the phone with my mom. She's like, "Why are you crying?" And I was like I wanted to be walking in at 5:45. And then every time my arrival time kept getting later, I was like, oh my god. And then, so keep in mind, it's me having an anxiety attack while driving on highways that I have never driven before in Orlando rush hour traffic. It was atrocious. It was awful. And then I'm running in. I have mascara under my eyes from crying. And I see Alexandra Bracken walking in too. So she just got there like the same time I did. And I talked to her while I was getting my book signed, and she's like, yeah, you came in the exact same time I did. The storm got me because it's Orlando and stormy. So it took me like over 2 hours to get there. And then guess what? The ride back home, like an hour and 30 minutes. Which sucks because it was raining and it was dark out and it just was not fun. But yeah. Also, why on the way there, my maps took me through like 5 different tolls. I didn't have to go through when I was 4. 5 different tolls. And on the way back, it took me a different way. I didn't have to go through a single toll. So that sucks because I don't have an easy pass. So I had to pay like $15 to get there. But anyways, I got to meet Alexandra Bracken. It was so much fun. I really had a blast. I didn't even, like, I was a little awkward being there by myself, but I had so much fun. Her talk, it was like a conversation with Alexandra Bracken, I think is the way they put it. It was super fun. I learned some interesting facts about her family history. Apparently she had some great something uncle whose nickname was Dirty Dick. So that was interesting. Something else I thought was really funny that she talked about was anytime she like makes a new character in a new universe, she always thinks, okay, would Liam Stewart and this person get along? And the answer is always yes, because it's Liam Stewart. But I think that's funny. But I had such a good time. This was like my first ever book event that I've been to, really. In elementary school, like the school hosted authors to come in. So I did that, but I was like 5 and not consciously aware of what was happening. So this was so much fun. And I got my book signed, and I gave Alexandra Bracken the tapestry I crocheted for her, and then she gave me a hug, which is really nice. She didn't give everyone a hug. I think it's like if you brought like a little gift, she asked if she could give you a hug, and that was a lot of fun. I'm kind of sad I didn't get a picture with her, but I was like, I can't take a selfie, and I didn't have anyone with me to ask. So like the girl who was in line in front of me for the signing was trying to take a selfie, and she's like, I don't know what I'm doing, and I was like, I can take it for you. So I took the picture for them, but I didn't get a picture. I'm kind of sad, but there's always next time because I'm going to make it to another signing. It was really interesting though to hear the stories of people who are getting signed, and it's like, oh, I came to your book signing 10 years ago. I was like, oh my god, that's so cute. But no, this is my first one, and I got my book signed, and she complimented all my tabs, and she like looked at all my annotations and stuff, and it was super fun and super cute. But yes, so now I have Darkest Minds book signed. Very excited. And I also got, obviously, Silver and the Bone signed. If I can find the page. I like how for each book she does a different like sign off. So for the Darkest Minds, it's black is the color. For Silver and the Bone, she did with love. And then The Mirror of Beasts, which is the new book that we just got. Since I went to the signing, it came with, it's like tight, you know, like when you first open a book. A little art print, which is super, super cute. And then signed two. And this one's little sign off was Steal Your Heart. But like steal as in like harden your heart, essentially. Not really, but sort of. So yeah, it was such a fun blast. But I am really, like today, I'm just emotionally exhausted from the whole driving thing. Like it took it out of me, and I'm like I was, so I told you how Alexandra Bracken came like the exact same time as me, so they had to stall starting until like 6:15 just so she could set up and stuff. And I'm like standing there by myself, and I'm like quietly crying. I'm like, no one look at me, please. I'm like resolving my anxiety attack here. Like, let me. So I'm like emotionally exhausted. So today is going to be a very chill, slow day. But with that, this is going to be the end of this video. It was probably really chaotic. I have absolutely no clue what went on in it. Probably nothing helpful or meaningful, but it was a few days living alone, for the first time technically fully living alone. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed. I hope my chaos was interesting to you, and the chaos and the fact that I also did nothing. Like I literally just sat and read and crocheted all these days, and that's all I did. But yeah, I'm hoping Wendell will come back so I can give you a quick shot of him before I turn off the video. Ugh. But I don't think he's going to. He just ran off. He has these spring toys that he loves, and he gets them shoved underneath the couch. So like every morning I have to take them all out, and then every day I have to take them all out because I never even see him push them under there. They just disappear and then they reappear there. I don't know how it happens. But if Wendell comes back, I will give you a last minute clip of Wendy. Wendell. Wendell. But he doesn't really know his name. So, alright. I won't hold you here any longer because clearly he doesn't want to show. But thank you again for watching. Oh, Wendell, come here. Wendell, come here. Come here. No, he's just gonna stand in the doorway and stare at me. Okay. Yeah, so thanks for watching, and I'll see you somewhere else on the internet.